that you can do whatever you want. All right, now how do I do that? Let's see, pen. You think I would just be a pro at this by now?
Sometimes just forget.
There just needs to be more buttons added. All right, so we're going to tune in. Today is May 8th, right after this powerful full lunar eclipse, full moon.
Oh yeah, today's my dad's birthday, so I did a little prayer.
Today would be your dad's birthday?
25th birthday, yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, let's hold him into the heart.
Yes.
And channel his life through this practice, maybe even devoting our practice to him and his life and all that he brought to you and supported you in. We can all be grateful for our parents and our caretakers and all those people that came before us. Nice couple of deep breaths. Relax the eyes towards the center of the forehead, the Ajna center. And we're going to use Om, Aum, and really use the mouth, the lips, the vibration to tune into the connection of our source greater than our human self. And bowing into this practice for whatever it will be. Inhale and exhale. And we'll inhale to begin. Om. 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 Set your intention. Good. And bring the thumbs to the center of the forehead, the Ajna center, just pressing in with your intention. And then curl the mouth up into a smile as this intention already is moving into energy, and float the arms up overhead. Do a nice long stretch. Exhale and shake your hands and arms down. Good. And then just move the body a little bit. Just kind of let yourself like get centered. Maybe make a few sighs and just notice where you're at as far as how you feel and that you're here and you're connecting to the body. And let's just do a little bit of Qigong. So go ahead and cup the hands and just extend the legs out and kind of pat the legs, maybe the inner thighs, inner calves, outer thighs, outer calves. Do a little tapping. Good, get a little bit of energy, blood flow, and then make some fists and just pat your tummy and bring that all the way up into the chest like Tarzania, and then back down again. Just kind of massage the belly, a little bit of tapping there, all the organs. Good. Back up to the chest, cross the hands over the chest. Open up the hand and then just one hand all the way down the arm. Flip the palm back up. Trap muscles. Good. And then the same thing, other arm, just kind of tapping up and down. Maybe flipping palm. I have no idea how this sounds on the recording. Sorry if it's really loud. And then take both hands and just sweep. Sweep your head, sweep your face, sweep your traps, sweep your arms, sweep on down, sweep on down, sweep on down, chest, belly, down the legs. Good. And then just sit for a moment and breathe. And see if you can deepen the breath. Nice, long, smooth breaths. Good. So the beautiful thing about yoga is it resets the whole system. So if there is anything going on metabolically, physiology, any of it, the yoga is such a magical medicine. So the breath we're going to do just to start is 4 little sips in and 4 little exhales out. So go like this. Inhale, 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 exhale, 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 exhale. If you can pump the belly a little bit, that's great, but you don't have to. Just see if you can. Inhale, inhale, let your belly kind of expand. And then when you exhale, 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 you're kind of doing that little bellows movement. 1 more minute. If you want, close your eyes and let your eyes just focus up into the center brow. If your tummy's getting tired, that's good. That means you're using the muscles. 10 more seconds. And when that's complete, just relax and take those nice, long, smooth breaths again. Soften the face, let the eyes relax, let the shoulders drop down. Belly is soft. Good. And if you want to change your leg position or your adjust, feel free to do that. We're going to do a little bit with just neck rolls. So start first with creating this pendulum of your chin moving from side to side, like it's just a pendulum going across your chest. Again, maybe relax the eyes, or you can look through the eyelashes. Inhale as your chin goes to one side. Exhale as your chin floats down through the center. Releasing the shoulder blades. Good. And then once you let your chin drop down to the center, take a nice deep breath and float the head up through the center. Now, instead of moving your head back, just stick your chin out, kind of stretch the front of your neck. Good. And then release the chin back down and allow the weight of the head, like really let the head just drop. Good. Take another nice deep breath, float the head back to center. Good. Look a little bit left, a little bit right, nothing fancy, no straining, just a little bit of gentle movement over the axis. Good. And then we're going to come on to hands and knees for cat and cow. And as you do this, really allowing the spine to move, but also use that neck and head to stretch a little bit further with the opposite direction of gravity. So you're just letting gravity, whereas when you're sitting, you don't always have that range of motion. So maybe again, just letting your head shake from side to side. Maybe do a few cat and cow. Good. Maybe just holding in cat and dropping the chin to the chest. Nothing deliberate, just letting gravity do the work. And maybe when you move through cow, stretching that chin, jaunting the jaw out. Good. And then look over the shoulder again, just a little bit of neck movement, but then move the tailbone, the base of your spine, kind of creating a C shape with the head and the tailbone. Nice deep breaths. Arms are both straight. Good. And then if you can, either come into sitting or rock pose. Rock pose is just sitting on your knees, which is great because it kind of helps stretch out those front thighs, quadriceps. Good. And then allow yourself to do some nice rolls with the shoulders, inhaling and exhaling. You know, it's so interesting, and I hope that people will use this recording because even though we know this, we don't always do it on our own. So, you know, maybe set an alarm and just be like, okay, I'm going to do 10 minutes of something, stretching yoga, go the other direction, inhaling and exhaling. Then we're going to come into a Kundalini warm up, which is lifting the shoulders straight up to the ears and then dropping them down and inhaling and releasing. Now, normally we try to move that a little bit faster, but this is a gentle yoga class. So if it feels better just to do it with that pace, but maybe it feels good to kind of go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, because in a few moments, we're going to, and this also ignites the breath. And then lift the shoulders way up to the ears. Squeeze, no, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then softly, slowly drop the shoulders, relax the shoulders, close the eyes, maybe come into a hand mudra if you want, or just let the hands rest on the thighs. Closing the eyes, notice the sensation, the tension draining, dripping, releasing off the shoulders, down the arms. Good. And then roll over onto your bum if you're not already there, with the soles of your feet together. And hold wherever it feels comfortable. And then we're going to just open up the hips a little bit. So very gently, just let your legs kind of come into this butterfly move, little flutters. And while you're doing that, close the eyes and do those nice long breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, shoulders still relaxed. Exhaling. Good. And then find a place where you can just soften and relax and let the legs be still. Good. And then extend the legs. Let's do our life nerve stretch. So open the thighs as comfortable as you can. Lengthen up the spine. And the mantra is Sat Nam, truth, your identity of who you truly are. So inhale Sat, exhale Nam. Now it could be whatever affirmation you want. I am healed. Just silently repeat it to yourself with each breath, hinging from the hips. Good. I'm sending the sunshine your way. Wonderful. And then alternate legs, kind of releasing over one leg. If you want, you can touch the thumbs overhead and then release over to the other side. Just like a little rag doll. This is another way to release the neck and the head and shoulders. Big breath in as you come up. Nice full release as you exhale. And if you don't want to bring the arms up, you don't have to. You can just float from side to side. One more on each leg, or finish that out. And I think we're pretty warmed up. So then bring the legs together and just shake them, maybe rock the feet, legs from side to side. Good. And then if you can, come up into just a mini down dog, meaning that you're going to curl your toes and you're just going to float the knees up just a few inches. See if you can do that. Take a breath. Hold. And then release down and come into child. One of the things I love about child is there's so many ways that you can use this asana, this pose. So you could massage your neck with your hand. You can massage your feet. Maybe you just want to rest your head in your forearms or extend your arms out with ajna, with the prayer, Anjali Mudra. So take another breath here. And then move yourself again. Coming forward, curl the toes, float the knees up, engage the core. Yes, 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 I know. And come all the way then into down dog. Walk the hands or the feet back, or maybe you need to help with a piece of furniture or one leg and then the other leg. However, you can come into forward fold. And here we are again with gravity. So allow your head to just drop down towards the earth. And maybe even the vertebrae kind of go clink, 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 and have a nice little space between the spine. Deep breath. Good. And then roll up on the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Good. Shake out a little bit. Take the hands on the hips and just do some nice hip circles. Doesn't matter which direction. Doing this movement is so good for the digestive system. So maybe, you know, before or after you eat something, just do a little bit of a called a Sufi roll or just hip circle and then go the other way if you haven't already. It's kind of moving the intestines, helping the stomach a little bit. Again, yoga is so holistic, helps with so many things. Nice deep breaths. Good. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do this Kriya today. I love this Kriya. It's Prama, Karma, Dharma. So it's really about opening up to what you want or opening up to possibilities. Could be healing or could be a relationship being happy and healthy, whatever. And then you're going to come into a place of balance because we're always in a state of balancing. And so it brings us kind of in this place of holding this intention. And then we're going to extend into an arrow position of like taking action. So we have an intention for a healthy relationship. We hold that space in perfect balance, knowing that we are contributing to that in a healthy way. Then the third is taking action. Maybe there's some action that we can take towards that intention or goal. And then the fourth step is stepping into gratitude. So I'll show you how it goes. You stand with both feet together. Let me kind of step back here, probably easier. So you're going to stand with both feet together. You're going to step, and it's going to alternate. So you're going to step back with the right foot, let's say. Step back with the right foot. Your arms are extending up. Like, again, you're receiving, you're requesting, you're setting that intention. You're open to that possibility. Then you're going to come into balance. It could be tree pose. It could just be doing this. But if you want to come into Shiva, you are going to flex the knee, flex the ankle, and find your balance, if that's possible for you. But you can always set the foot. You can even just cross the ankles. So that's the second. And then the third, so you're going to step down. And then the third is pointing this arrow. So you're going to pull back on that arm, You're going to extend. Some people even do like just their thumb and curl the fingers in. You can do that as well. So you're going to extend and shoot and expand your action. Real direct focus. And then you're going to step back with that right foot, feet together, and palms in this open position of being in gratitude. Grateful for whatever you receive. And then we'll do the left foot. So you're going to step back, left foot, arms extend, look up if you can. Exhale and either cross the ankle, come into tree or Shiva, palms together in prayer. And then step that left foot forward, bow and arrow, nice, strong, maybe point the thumbs up, curl the fingers in, bend that front left knee, focus on what it is your intention is, and then step the left foot back, being in great gratitude, palms, edge of the hands touching and palms open. Okay, any questions? I know, it's so fun. I'm going to use the music to guide us. And just go at your own pace, do what you can. I'm going to continue to go with you. You give me a thumbs up if you can hear that, okay? If you want, just try it with the legs. If you want to do it with the arms. Wow. All right. And then just bring yourself into a nice standing, easy mountain pose. Very present. Bring the hands then over the heart. And connect with spirit, connect with your heart, connect with this place you call home. And be in gratitude. Just take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate all that you have, all that you are, all that you've been, and all that you're to be. Good. And then however you'd like to come into a resting position, it could be in a chair or on the bed or sofa or on the floor. If you want to use any props for more of a restorative pose, you can do that. Good. And after you settle down, allow yourself to settle in. Usually it takes a few minutes to adjust, check in, say, I need this, I need that. That's not quite comfortable. Let me move that around. And allow yourself to have those letting go breaths. Like, wow, I can really just be held. I can let this floor or the earth hold me. I could really just let go. Like, I don't have to hold anything. I can be held. And as you're being held, scan the body from your scalp, feeling how your scalp can expand and relax. And then continue to scan down through the face and the body and the arms and hands and legs and feet. With each breath and each scan, like you're sifting yourself through a filter and letting go of any of that debris or congestion or junk or gunk. Just filter it out with each flow of the filter through the body. Maybe even tapping the filter at the soles of your feet. Just imagine you're tapping out anything that filter collected. And as your body is relaxing and restoring itself, bring to mind what your intention was when you did that Kriya. Like, what was it that you were asking for and holding space for and taking action in and being grateful for? And allow yourself to replay that through your mind from also a place of emotion. And the emotion of that your request, your desire, your intention already exist in the quantum field. And that now you can take a few quiet moments to attract it, to bring it in with gratitude, to allow, to receive. You've already done all of the work, the intention, the energy, the movement. Take a moment and just receive as if everything is already in an existence in this particular space of reality. And continue to focus that with joy and gratitude and excitement and appreciation. And then thank all of that energy and maybe even ancestors, people that are in a different realm, in a different energy vibration that is supporting you, angels, guides, maybe your dad, my mom, loved ones. God. Wiggle fingers and toes. Roll the ankles, roll the wrist. Bring one knee into your chest. Roll it over across the body for a little spinal twist. Maybe turn your head to look the opposite direction. Good. Switch legs, switch the twist. Float your head the other direction. Few other breaths here. And then either rolling on the spine, maybe even rolling a few times, or rolling to the side and coming into a seated position. Yeah. So I was listening to Pam Gregory today, an astrologer that I follow, and I loved what she shared in that use the mantra, I love it when. I love it when I get to be with my friends. I love it when I have a really healthy, delicious dinner. I love it when the sun is shining. I love it when I can walk outside and be in nature. I love it when I listen to good music. I love it when I get a good night's sleep. I love it when, and just going into this like rampage, right? And so anyway, I'm going to leave you with, I love you when you come to class. Thank you so much. I will see you next Monday, if not before. I'm always going to go to my website or whatever for more good stuff on sleep and health and all of that. So thank you so much. I'm going to turn off the record.